petty, petty. Most of these bitches is 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 petty. Most of these petty. Most of these bitches is petty. 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 Most of these bitches is petty.
Hi guys, what is up? What is good? What is Gucci? It is your girl Petty Paige back at it again with yet another video for you hoes. Right, okay, I thought I would come through with a David Dobrik video. I honestly was not expecting to make this video at all today, if I'm perfectly honest, purely because it's not really a subject that I like to touch. Some of the stuff that has been alleged of David Dobrik honestly just like makes my heart hurt, and it hits a little bit close to home. So for that reason, what I am going to say is today we are going to be talking about some triggering topics. We are going to be talking about the R word. We are going to be talking about SA. We are going to be talking about behavior, amongst a lot of other things. So if you do find these topics extremely sensitive, now is your chance to clock out. It's all right, hun. I'm waiting for you to go so that we can continue, because this is going to be some heavy stuff. Are they gone? Okay, let's go. So if you haven't been keeping up with the David Dobrik story and everything that is surrounding Vlog Squad and some of the allegations that have come forward, I'm just going to break down what has happened up until now, just very briefly for you, so that those of you who are in the know can get a brief understanding as to why everybody is so up in arms on social media. So for approximately 2 years, there has been a bunch of rumours surrounding David Dobrik and his crew, Vlog Squad, and some of the apparent things it is that they have been doing and promoting on their channel. But besides being boys club boys who made frat boy content, there wasn't really much to be said about David Dobrik and Vlog Squad's videos. That was until a bunch of allegations started coming forward to do with SA/grooming allegation that came forward was actually from Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas was a former Vlog Squad member by proximity to her ex-boyfriend Jason Nash, and while she was in a relationship with Jason Nash, granted they were going through a rocky patch, Trisha Paytas took to her social media to tell the world about Brandon Calvolo and his relationship with his current girlfriend, who was a minor and underage at the time that they started dating. Now, I did report on this at the time. You can go and check out this video here, and I will leave it in the information tab at the top of the screen. Subsequently, after Trisha Paytas put out the Brandon Calvolo story, her and Jason Nash broke up and they never got back together. It's alleged that ultimately David Dobrik made Jason Nash choose between a relationship with Trisha Paytas or staying a part of Vlog Squad. However, due to Trisha Paytas being so problematic in the past, a lot of people viewed her as being like the ex-girlfriend who was scorned, who wouldn't let her relationship with Jason Nash go. So whilst Trisha Paytas went on a one-woman crusade to make sure that everybody knew about every single Jason Nash, David Dobrik and Vlog Squad allocation, people just weren't inclined to listen. It was like the right message but the wrong messenger. So from that point on, numerous allegations came forward. However, it wasn't until the men of Vlog Squad, as in the ex-Vlog Squad members who were male, came forward and spoke about their personal story, did anybody actually start taking this seriously. And also Trisha, backed by Ethan Klein on the H3 podcast, aka Frenemies, she finally had some people, some men specifically, backing up her claims. Now, I'm making a point to mention this because I feel like this honestly just shows the inherent misogyny within the YouTube community, because it seems as if the numerous amount of female victims who had come forward and said anything about Vlog Squad were dislike bombed if they made a video or dragged across the internet as clout chasers. But the moment that there are males who are able to corroborate these female stories, or even in Ethan Klein's case, give a platform to it, all of a sudden the female stories have validity. And that honestly really just pisses me off. It's always hashtag believe the victim and hashtag me too, until a victim actually has to come out and speak about their story off their own back with no major backing of the likes of Ethan Klein. But I digress. One of the most notable people who came forward against David Dobrik and Vlog Squad is a guy called Seth, who is a former member of Vlog Squad. Basically, his allegations were that he was made to do some stuff on camera without his consent. These allegations were so strong and so inflammatory and backed up with receipts and started a social media war. People didn't know who to believe, but a lot of people pretty much sided with Seth and understood his story. At this point, with accusations still swirling around, people expected that David Dobrik would have something to say publicly about what was being alleged of him. However, it wasn't David Dobrik who came forward, it was somebody else by the name of Scott, who is also a Vlog Squad member. To a lot of people, it seemed as if Scott was sent by David Dobrik to basically do a clean up on his behalf without David Dobrik having to utter a word. However, this didn't go so well for him. People saw Scott's video as gaslighting and victim blaming, but also didn't address the one main component of everything that held this story together like glue, which was, do you have proof that Seth gave consent? And although he was able to prove consent for the second time that the prank happened, he couldn't actually prove any consent for the first time that it happened, which means that it was still non-consensual, which opened up a whole new question to the audience. Once your consent has already been breached by somebody else, do you really have anything else to lose? Although equally as bad, all of this was essentially child's play in comparison to what was alleged of David Dobrik, Vlog Squad, as well as a former Vlog Squad member, Dom, who several people have accused of allegedly R-wording a girl while she was unconscious and unable to give consent. This story was broke yesterday evening by Kat Tembaj of The Insider, and honestly, it's one hell of a read, but really gets you guys into the sick ass mindset of the individuals who are a part of Vlog Squad. Now, the article is behind a paywall, and I did manage to get exclusive access from The Insider to be able to take a look at this article myself, and I have also spoken to Kat Tembaj, who wrote the article for The Insider, and asked her directly if it was okay for me to talk about this whole entire situation and use excerpts from her article. She has told me that this is 100% fine, so with that being said, let's get straight into it. So The Insider tells a story from the perspective of a young girl called Hannah. Now, that isn't her real name. They obviously wanted to keep the young girl anonymous and not have anything to do with the drama besides sharing her story. Now, Hannah at the time filmed while she was at the Vlog Squad house, so she also has a lot of footage and a lot of receipts to back up her claims outside of the aforementioned video that we are going to be discussing. Hannah alleges that in November 2018, she was R-worded by Dom Zelagatis. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but from here on forward, I'm going to be calling him Dom. This is all further highlighted by a video that David Dobrik posted to his own channel titled "She Shouldn't Have Played With Fire." So with that being said, I am going to be showing you the video. However, I will be blurring out the young ladies' faces as I don't feel like it's appropriate.
Invite these girls over to have a fivesome, so hopefully I have a fivesome tonight.
Oh, this is weird.
The girls walked in and they were like, "Is this the guy we're having the seventh with?"
I have to let you guys know, I don't really know any of you, just so you know.
Get the out of here! Get her out! You guys are the only ones for me. I don't talk to any other girl.
After a couple minutes of talking, it was clear there was no fivesome happening tonight.
You called it. Yeah.
But by some stroke of luck and master negotiating, Dom made progress.
We just need to get in there and do a head count for the vlog. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. We got 3 in there.
Jordan's gonna peek in so he can describe it to me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't look at that. I'm gonna have to leave the apartment. I'm kind of getting horny just like listening to this.
That's what happened. I opened the door and I was like, wow, they look kind of good.
Holy shit. It smells like someone was murdered in here. Dom.
What's up, dude?
You are sweating like a racehorse. Was that your first threesome?
Yeah, thanks, David.
Dom just had a threesome, and I think we're all
Going to jail. Oh, man.
I think we're all going to jail.
All right.
That's it. See you in 20 years. Thank you for watching all the vlogs.
Just the blatant exploitation of women in this video, honestly, is enough to make you gag. But it's so much worse than it seems on the surface. And I really wanted to show you the video just so that you guys could see how easily David Dobrik can frame anything to look as innocent and consensual when essentially none of that was provided. So let's hear a couple of words from Hannah from some excerpts from the Insider article. Hannah said, "I immediately felt uncomfortable because I was under the impression that we were going to meet some cool creators and we were going to hang out and maybe film something. It was high pressure pressure from the moment we walked in. Hannah and her friend Sarah, who drove everyone to the apartment, told Insider that they never intended to have group with Dom that night. A hesitance reflected in the vlog. In the voiceover, Dobrik says, after a couple of minutes of talking, it was clear that no fivesome was happening. But Dobrik added, by some stroke of luck and master negotiating, Dom made progress. Hannah told Insider that she felt pressured by Dom and the other vlog squad members into helping them create content that objectified her. She said that Dom took turns interacting with Hannah and her friends and pulled her onto his lap at one point without even asking permission. It was very much an environment where it felt like saying no was not okay, Hannah said. It felt like the moment that we came, there was an expectation that they were doing us a favour and we had to give them content. They were verbally like, why aren't you guys being fun? Do something sort of sexy. Hannah said that Dom started calling her baby and asking her if she wanted to be his Instagram girlfriend. She said that Dom told her that she could make $10,000 a week and become famous if she agreed. But Hannah says that she declined and Dom briefly seemed to move on from her. A while later, Hannah said that Dom approached her again and asked if he could talk to her. She agreed. Dom led her out of the room her friends were in and down a hallway and into a pitch black bedroom. Hannah said that Dom guided her through the door, and she said she quickly turned around and told him that she wanted to be back where her friends were, but Dom blocked the exit with his body. Hannah said he started asking why she didn't like him and why she wouldn't date him. Hannah said that Dom asked if they could hook up and she replied no. He was like, no? You at least have to give me a kiss. I was really getting scared because he wasn't letting me leave and my friends were totally in a different part of the house. So I was like, what happens if I keep saying no? So I gave him a kiss. She returned to where her friends were sitting, she said, and around that time, a couple of members of the vlog squad returned with a bottle of dark coloured liquor. Trisha Paytas, a former vlog squad member, told Insider that she was at the apartment for approximately 45 minutes that night with Hannah and her friends. Paytas said that the night was not a good situation. She said that she left because the women were drinking while underage, which felt insane to her. Paytas also said the women made it clear that they did not want to have group with Dom. Hannah's friend Sarah, who said that she didn't drink that night because she was driving, told Insider that she remembers Todd Smith asking the group what kind of alcohol people wanted. Sarah also says that she remembers Smith and Wittek coming back from the apartment with Smith holding a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey. Sarah shared a photo with Insider of Dom sitting with Hannah and her friends alongside a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey and a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi. In a phone call with Insider, Wittek denied buying the alcohol and said he didn't think Smith would have bought it either, though he said that Smith loves whiskey. Hannah said, at this point, I can't really remember much. I just remember being really uncomfortable and being honestly really upset and angry that my friends thought that these guys were really cool when they were just objectifying and gross. Hannah said she drank so much alcohol the night she filmed with the vlog squad that she blacked out. Sarah told Insider that Hannah wanted to go to Dom's room with Dom and their friend Audrey. Though Sarah said that she could tell that Hannah was drunk, she was comfortable with letting her go into a room because Hannah wouldn't be alone with Dom. I just remember seeing her and Dom talking a lot, added Sarah, who said that Hannah and Dom were both drinking. They were both on the floor and there were definitely a lot of alcohol being exchanged and kind of like nudged towards her. There were definitely times that she was drinking it of her own violation, but there were also times where he was clearly trying to get her to drink more. She was not fully coherent and articulate, Sarah said. You could tell that she was definitely affected by something, and it was very obvious in the way that she was speaking, which was very, very fast and a lot. Once Hannah and Audrey were into the room with Dom, Sarah said the other members of the vlog squad started trying to listen in. Some of them even opened the door to look at what was happening. Sarah said, in retrospect, Sarah thought it was disgusting that people were watching. Obviously, she did not consent to the act itself, but she especially did not consent to having multiple men peek their heads in to confirm what was happening. Sarah said that Dom locked the door to the bedroom at one point while he was having to stop the other vlog squad members from coming in. Sarah said that Dobrik was among the vlog squad members trying to look into the room. She shared a video of Dobrik that she took that night with Insider, which shows Dobrik seen responding to somebody asking if he found success into getting into the room with Dom, Hannah and Audrey. No, he locked the door, Dobrik responds, in the video, camera in hand. Sarah said that Dom and Audrey came out of the room first and Sarah went in after to find Hannah lying limp on the bed. Sarah said that she was immediately concerned and that she remembered Hannah tugging on her ear and asking her where her earring was. Hannah said that she does not remember having sex with Dom and that Audrey told her that Dom performed acts on her that were penetrative. Specifically, Hannah said that Audrey told her that Dom was having sex with Hannah and didn't stop when Hannah showed signs of losing consciousness. Audrey, quote unquote, took over to get Dom to stop. Audrey declined to comment, but in a text that she sent to Hannah this month about their night with Dom, she wrote, "I remember you were starting to close your eyes and you were just obviously drunk, so I finished him off to get him away from you." Hannah shared the text with the Insider. After Dom finished, Hannah said that she was too drunk to dress herself. "What I do remember is lying on the bed in that room alone and my roommate at the time coming in, being super worried and putting my underwear on because I couldn't do that by myself," Hannah said. Sarah said that Hannah's roommate took her into Dom's bathroom where Hannah couldn't stand or sit up on the toilet by herself. Sarah said that Hannah fell over and passed out on the bathroom floor briefly, and when Hannah's friends pulled her back up, Sarah said that they had to pull trig, which is slang for forcing someone to vomit. After Hannah threw up, Sarah and her friends had to physically support Hannah's body as they exited the apartment. Sarah shared a photo with Insider she says was taken the night that shows Hannah leaning against one of her other friends outside of the apartment. Dobrik, Antonian, Smith and Wittek are all visible in the picture. Sarah says that she watched Dobrik's Tesla pull out of the apartment building as she walked with Hannah back to her parked car. Sarah said that Hannah started vomiting again back at their dorm. When she finally got into her bed, Sarah said she started asking questions about what had just happened. Dread started to seep in, Sarah said, when Hannah didn't seem to remember even leaving campus at all. The next morning, Hannah said that she woke up and still felt extremely drunk. When she looked at her phone, she saw the conversation with Dom and old photos from the night before. She texted him that anything at your discretion is okay for the vlog, as long as it's not anything that a future employer could use against me. Hannah says that she still has no memory of having the night before. Then her friends woke up and Sarah said that she told Hannah for a second that Dom had sex with her. That's when I started internally freaking out because it's concerning enough that the first time she didn't remember, the second time was really scary. When she finally started to process the scope of what she had been told had happened, Hannah said she tried to laugh it off. For 2 days, Dobrik didn't post any footage of her or the night at their apartment, and Hannah said that she tried not to think about it. Then, on November 28th, the vlog came out. Hopefully, I don't have to tell you how bad that is. It is gross, it is disgusting, it is possibly one of the worst things I've ever heard in my whole entire life. There is nothing worse than being put in a vulnerable position as a woman, and especially with all of the stuff that's going on, especially here in the UK, with people literally being just for walking down the street by themselves alone at night. The world is a very, very scary place for a woman. I personally found this story particularly triggering because it reflected a story of my own. I remember being in exactly the same position, being a vulnerable young person. I think I was like 16 at the time, and literally the exact same thing happened where I was super duper drunk. I even threw up on like the guy who like was trying to do his dirty thing with me. I literally threw up all over him. I threw up on him, I threw up on the floor, I was throwing up everywhere, and still they continued to, you know, do their thing with me. And for so many years I sat back and I literally like blamed myself. I thought, it's your fault, you put yourself in that position, you're silly, you're stupid, you shouldn't have been drinking, you're not 18 yet. And I made all of these freaking excuses as to why I was the reason, why it was my fault, why I'd put myself in a vulnerable position, why I deserved to punish myself for it. And I know for a fact that that's exactly the kind of thing that would have been going through that young girl's brain. But I don't know Hannah, and like maybe it's because this story is very, very freaking personal to me. But Hannah, baby girl, it's not your fault, okay? You didn't deserve that, and it's not your fault. Sorry, I had to take a break. But I want to commend Hannah for using her voice. I want to commend Hannah for not being afraid. I want to commend Hannah for speaking up for victims. I want to commend Hannah for telling her story in a situation where I know there's going to be a lot of people in the comments and in the comments of other videos saying, well, why did Hannah go into the room with Audrey? Well, why did Dom have sex with somebody who did not have the capacity to give consent? That's the question that we should be asking. Anyway, shortly after this, Hannah sent a message to Dom in which she tells Dom exactly how she feels about the whole entire situation, and also high-key confronts him about the way he made her feel throughout that evening. And from that point forward, the vlog was taken down. Now, the insider went and reached out to everybody's management and everybody's teams behind them, and Brian Fieldman, who is David Dobrik's attorney, basically said that David will be addressing his community directly. So obviously from that, everybody on social media was expecting that David Dobrik will come forward with his own YouTuber apology, explaining his side of the situation and basically addressing the public, which is all that anybody has really wanted from David. All they wanted was for him to just finally address the allegations, not send his friend Scotty, not send anybody else to do his dirty work, just for him to sit down with his audience and directly address what it is that he has done and what it is that he has enabled and what it is that he has allowed in his presence. And honestly, what we got back was the equivalent of somebody coming and taking a shit directly on my face. It was a 2-minute and 32-second video in which he addresses pretty much nothing, shifts blame, and disassociates from Dom without actually saying his name. Anybody who went into this situation trying to figure out what the hell was going on would have no idea what it was that David was even apologizing for from this 2-minute and 32-second video. And then to top that off, the platform of which David had decided to post this video was on his Views podcast channel. Now, the Views podcast channel is a new channel for David Dobrik, and out of all of its channels, it doesn't perform as great as the rest of them at this present moment. When I posted about this apology video up onto my Twitter, a bunch of people on social media were basically asking me where the video was because they couldn't even find it. And I'm like, the fact that people are still asking where David Dobrik's apology video is means that it was definitely not placed on the right platform. And another thing that I found literally high-key funny about the video is that it's called Let's Talk, and then he's turned the comment section off, and then he's turned the likes to dislikes ratio off, and then he's put it on a channel that nobody can friggin' find. And it's like, do you really want to talk, or do you really just want to say what you gotta say so you can get out of it? Honestly, if this is how his PR and his representation is telling him how to handle this situation, they've effectively gone over to him and given him the noose to go and hang his goddamn self, because we all knew he was going to be hung out to dry if he did not give anything less than an adequate apology to the YouTube community. Anyway, that is about it from me. You guys should be now all caught up and fully up to speed with everything that has been going on with David Dobrik, even if it is on a surface level. I just want to say a massive thank you to Kat Tembage as well for allowing me to have the access to go onto the Business Insider and read this article for myself. And just thank you in general for choosing my voice to be alongside the other voices who are going to be talking about this whole entire situation. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, I don't give a shit anyway. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time that Petty Paige posts new content. We'll be coming through with a brand new video for you in the next 2 days. It is to do with James Charles, so definitely stay tuned for that, because I have found some exclusive tea. Well, it's not so exclusive, but some hidden videos that I think will really interest you. But until next time, you beautiful, badass, amazing bitches, it's been Paige.
Most of these bitches is petty. Once upon a time,